Tonight, a report on the Royal School District's search for a new superintendent and why construction of a new restaurant is being delayed in Moses Lake. What's happening in sports, Bob?
First round state football action got underway over the weekend, so we're going to get everyone up to speed on how the local teams fared. Let's take a quick glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hi everyone, I'm Chassalyn Rodriguez. Heavy rainfall and accumulations of snow by tomorrow morning, especially towards the Cascades. I'll have more details for you very soon.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
The Royal School District is asking for input to help them search for a new superintendent. A meeting is set for tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in the high school library. Superintendent Rose Search's contract was not renewed by the district. It expires in July of 2016. District officials did not disclose the reason her contract was not renewed. The meeting is to provide an outline of the search process, answer questions, identify the strongest attributes of the district, and decide what criteria should be used in hiring the next superintendent. Northwest Leadership Associate Superintendent Search Consultant Lloyd Olson is conducting the meeting. He was hired to help with the hiring process. According to the district, a new superintendent is expected to be announced by the beginning of 2016. Mitsubishi will soon begin testing its new passenger jet in Moses Lake. The company had its first flight testing last week in Japan. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
The first flight and landing of the Mitsubishi regional jet was good news for the Port of Moses Lake. Watching via online video feed, port staff joined the Japanese company in celebrating the Mitsubishi regional jet as it took off in Nagoya as it begins its flight certification process. Once Japanese flight testing and certification are complete, Mitsubishi is bringing 4 regional jets to the Grant County International Airport next spring to begin flight testing for its Federal Aviation Administration certification. The process is expected to take as long as 5 years, and port officials are anticipating the partnership will bring hundreds of jobs to the Moses Lake area. Port of Moses Lake Executive Director Jeffrey Bishop said the event was significant on both sides of the ocean because the twin-engine jet represents the first step in what could be a resurgent Japanese aviation industry. In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
The construction of Panda Express in Moses Lake is being delayed as the company works to solve potential traffic problems. City officials announced they received plans for the restaurant in May. The building is expected to be constructed on a vacant property at the existing Penn Plaza Shopping Center on North Stratford Road. The plans show a restaurant able to seat 41 people inside and 16 people on the exterior patio. The restaurant is expected to have a drive-through that is able to hold between 8 and 10 vehicles. Moses Lake Senior Planner Ann Henning stated the restaurant ran into trouble with managing traffic in and out of Penn Plaza. City officials required the company to develop a plan so the business wouldn't cause traffic to stop in Stratford Road. Henning stated the company had several options, including stopping left turns into the entrance closest to Stratford Road or moving the entrance to Penn Plaza closer to Walmart. Panda Express needs to work with Walmart to make the changes because the company owns the road leading to its store. Henning did not know how the discussions were progressing. A group was out on Saturday picking up trash throughout Soap Lake, something they've done on many weekends throughout the year. Reporter Cameron Probert has the story.
A group of Soap Lake residents picked up trash along Grant Road Saturday morning. Members of Soap Lake's trash mob decided to clean the area after spotting litter along the road earlier in the week. The mob has been active for roughly a year and is headed by Keith and Sadie Dolge. They travel to various sections of the city where litter gathers and pick it up to make the city look nicer for people entering. The mob has found tires, paint, and once a bowling ball on the side of the roads. The most difficult item to pick up are plastic shopping bags, which become shredded as they travel. Keith Dolge said at times they can collect more than a truckload of litter from the side of the road. The mob spends a maximum of an hour cleaning. They finished the section of Grant Road by 9:40 a.m. on Saturday. The trash mob was joined by Soap Lake Elementary School's Give a Hoot Club, which cleaned along Division Street. For iFIBER 1 News, This is Cameron Probert reporting.
Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
My name is Kat Sanderson, Managing Broker for Pillar Rock Realty Group. We love the Columbia Basin because it's our home, and we want to give back to our community by kicking off our Pay It Forward campaign. If you buy or list with us, we will donate 1% of our total proceeds to a local charity of your choice and in your name. Call us today at 754-4444 or visit pillarrockrealty.com because we are your local real estate experts.
Hi everyone, I'm Chastelyn Rodriguez bringing you your local weather. This weather segment is brought to you by Barry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. Very real temperatures within the next few days. We're expecting temperatures to decrease, then increase, and then they will decrease again. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at the headlines. Possible icy roads Tuesday morning, so take precaution if you're planning on heading out in the morning for work or bringing your children to school. Light accumulation of snow towards higher elevations and gusty winds. We're expecting winds to go as high as over 40 miles per hour for tomorrow. There is a high wind warning towards our area. Almanac, let's take a closer look at these maximum temperatures for today around the normal for this time of year in the mid 40s and that record high of 59 degrees for this time of year. And the low, we woke up with temperatures around the normal for this time of year. And for most, it's like very similar conditions. We woke up with temperatures around the normal in the upper 20s, maximum temperatures around the normal in the mid 40s, and that sun set for us at 4:21 p.m. And right now outside your door, there is that threat of some isolated showers and some flurries may be possible through those higher elevations. Snow along the Cascades, temperatures in the lower 40s, dew point in the upper 20s, and those winds pushing through from the south up to 13 miles per hour. But remember, gusty winds are expected, especially for Tuesday. They can gust as high as over 40 miles per hour. Lots of cloud cover along much of our state and that threat of heavy rainfall, especially towards the Cascades and eastern parts of our area. Heavy rainfall is possible towards the coastal area as well around 5 p.m. That threat of heavy rainfall, and that may bring that a threat of isolated thunderstorms as well. And even some snow showers may be possible through the morning hours along the Cascades, but conditions will be improving for much of the state by the second half of the work week. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at those temperatures towards the coastal area in the lower 50s with lots of cloud cover and that threat of heavy rainfall, and even that threat of some snow showers along the Cascades towards the Columbia Basin, our area, temperatures in the upper 50s with lots of cloud cover. Let's take a closer look at the extended forecast for the week. Mostly cloudy for tomorrow. Very windy. Those winds could gust as over 40 miles per hour. Temperatures in the upper 50s. We could see temperatures to hit that 60-degree mark for tomorrow. Wednesday, temperatures in the mid 40s, so we'll get a decrease in temperatures and then another decrease in temperatures by Friday into the weekend in the lower 40s with drier conditions and mostly sunny skies, but there is a threat of some showers for Thursday for our area, around 40% chance of precipitation, and some winds are possible on Wednesday up to 15 to 20 miles per hour.
Paying your Grant PUD bill with ePay is like getting free cuts in line. You pay when you want, how you want. Get free cuts in line with Grant PUD ePay. Visit grantpud.org.
Oh, dude, I'm just in the theater. It's totally cool.
Ah.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
But Warden was seemingly cruising along with 50-point wins during the regular season and coming up big in a 60-0 crossover win against Manson. But the Cougars ran into a buzzsaw in the likes of Northwest Christian Friday night. Sean Wells has the story.
It was Warden hosting Northwest Christian in 2B state playoff action. Northwest Christian got on the board first in the opening quarter when Crusader quarterback David Olds found Ryan Ricks for a 15-yard touchdown. The Crusaders would add to their lead in the second quarter when kicker Joey Beal hit a 30-yard field goal to make it 10-0. The Cougars then found some success when Edgar Alba took the ensuing kickoff deep into Crusader territory. That set up a 7-yard Peter Manville touchdown run. Northwest Christian found the end zone again right before half, making it 17-6 at the break. Crusader tailback Nathan Sander would go on to score 2 second-half touchdowns as Northwest Christian knocked off Warden 34-18. The Crusaders now advance to play in the state quarterfinal round this Friday.
Elmira, Cooley, Heartline, and Selkirk went at it in first round 1B 8-man action. This one had the makings of a real Donnybrook as both teams were averaging more than 48 points a game. But it was the Warriors who had the pedal to the metal in a lopsided 52-8 contest.
Quarterback Dallas Isaac put the team on his shoulders, accounting for all 7 touchdowns ACH hung on the board. Isaac, behind solid blocking from the O-line, ran for 5 scores and threw for a couple more. He finished the game with 264 rushing yards and 130 passing. The Warriors got on the board in the blink of an eye when Isaac took the first carry of the contest, 65 yards for the opening score. The 2-point conversion was no good and ACH went up top early 6-0. Isaac closed out the quarter with a 38-yard TD run. Selkirk opened second quarter scoring and tacked on a 2-point conversion. It was all the points allotted the Rangers by a stingy Warrior defense. ACH responded with a 75-yard Isaac touchdown run. The Warriors then added a 4-yard Isaac scamper to close out the half, and the rout was on. Charles Hunt was on the receiving end of 2 second-half Isaac TD passes. Hunt finished with 3 catches for 102 yards and the 2 scores. The win puts the Warriors in a quarterfinal matchup with Tucci Saturday at 5 p.m. at Lions Field in Moses Lake.
The game between Moses Lake and Bellarmine was a real slobber knocker between a couple of tough-nosed 4A teams at Lions Field Saturday afternoon. Here's Sean Wells with the story.
It was a thriller at Lions Field with Moses Lake hosting Bellarmine Prep in first-round 4A state football. Moses Lake took advantage of an early Lion turnover when QB Wes Harrington found Henry Russaw for a 27-yard touchdown.
And that is caught for a touchdown.
What a great toss and a catch there.
The Lions then fought right back, kicking a 19-yard field goal, cutting the score to 7-3. Bellarmine took the lead 5 minutes into the second quarter when QB Christian Moore found receiver Christian Brown for a 16-yard score. Down 10-7, the Chiefs drove right back down the field and regained the lead when Isaiah Thomas scampered 15 yards into the end zone.
Gets through a hole, cuts back inside, touchdown Moses Lake.
Another great effort there by Thomas.
Thomas would then score on a pick six just 15 seconds later, giving the Chiefs a 21-10 lead at halftime. In the second half, the Lions came out strong when Amal Lewis scored on a 2-yard run, closing the gap to 21-17. Lewis would find the goal line again just 4 minutes later, giving Prep the lead 24-21. Down 27-21 after a Prep field goal, the Chiefs' Wes Harrington went down low on a QB keeper to give Moses Lake a 28-27 lead. The Lions then drove back down the field, keeping the drive alive with a big 4th down conversion. Down 1 with 30 seconds left, the game was on the line for kicker Bryce Ben-Dixon.
Here's your ball game.
Chiefs have had a couple of blocks this year. They come up with one here.
Snap is good, hold is good, kick is no good. That is wide left.
That is unbelievable.
Moses Lake hangs on for the 28-27 victory and are set to face off against Richland in state quarterfinal action this Saturday.
Royal crushed Charles Wright Academy 69-0 in 1A football. The Knights hit the road to Spokane to take on Colville Friday at Gonzaga Prep High School. Kickoff is 7 p.m. Tomorrow, we'll take a look at how local volleyball and soccer teams fared on the big stage. We'll be back after this commercial break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
The Dodge brothers' competitive spirit and engineering prowess started long before they built their first car, and will continue long after their latest, the most technologically advanced vehicle in its class.
Our spotlight story tonight is about the annual holiday tree lighting in Moses Lake, bringing people downtown to kick off the holiday season. Reporter Cameron Probert was there and has the story.
And with that, dozens of people welcomed the beginning of the holiday season at the Moses Lake Business Association's annual tree lighting. The event marks the beginning of the Christmas shopping season in downtown Moses Lake. Several of the stores got into the holiday spirit by decorating their windows with lights, putting up trees and ornaments, and holding events and sales for the event's attendees. Jasmine de Beaumont, the association's executive director, said she was happy with the event.
We got all the Christmas decorations, got them up, everything looks sparkly and fun. It definitely brings Christmas right now.
Volunteers started preparing 3rd Avenue on Tuesday by putting up lights on the trees and hanging wreaths and banners from the light poles. Vern Hellewell and his granddaughter were stringing lights from the final tree at Cayuse Square Friday afternoon.
Do 3 blocks. We start by the post office and we do clear down to Alder.
The stretch takes about 100 boxes of lights to decorate. Hellewell started volunteering to hang the lights when the association began holding the event. Hellewell and his wife used to own Cobblestone Corner and continued to participate in the event after they closed the store.
And we had a business, and I believe in it, and I believe in shopping local, and so I'm here.
People often stop Hellewell while he's working to thank him and the association for putting up the decorations and making downtown look nice for the Christmas season. As the time to light the trees drew closer, people filled Cayuse Square to listen to performances from the Basin Community Theater and the Voices of a New Day choirs, and to watch the Rocking Bee Cloggers. After the performances, people found a tree and began the countdown. Hellewell explained the association couldn't arrange to light the trees from a single switch, so they needed to be lit individually.
It's all about the kids and having fun. And
for iFIBER 1 News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
We'll be right back after this.
Quincy Foods, LLC, a subsidiary of Norpac Foods, is seeking motivated individuals to fill the positions of general laborer for their corn harvest season. They have full-time seasonal openings, must be 18 years old and older, willing to work swing shift. Great people to work for in a challenging food processing environment. Apply at 222 Columbia Way in Quincy between 8 and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or online through WorkSource. Quincy Foods is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Welcome back. Ephrata residents can dispose of leaves for free. Consolidated Disposal is collecting bag leaves from the curbs. They are collecting bags in the southeast section tomorrow, in the Grandview area, and the northwest section on Wednesday. They are picking up the bags in the Orchard View, Swanson Addition, and southwest sections on Thursday. The leaves need to be placed in bags on the curb. City officials ask people to put only leaves into the bags. Consolidated Disposal is making at least one pass through each area after 7:30 a.m. People can drop off leaves at the City Shop on A Street Southeast during business hours until November 25th. Two women allegedly tried to cash a forged $10,000 check in Moses Lake. Horizon Credit Union employees called police on Thursday afternoon after Lillian Donahue, a 26-year-old Moses Lake resident, allegedly tried to cash a check written to Jessica Meeks, a 26-year-old Moses Lake woman. According to Moses Lake police on Friday, Donahue reportedly claimed Meeks signed the check to her to cash because Meeks didn't have identification. The check was from a bank account closed since April of 2014 and belonged to Meeks' ex-boyfriend. Police contacted the ex-boyfriend, who allegedly told officers the two suspects did not have permission to have his check and said he did not write it. A report was sent to the prosecutor's office to charge the two women with forgery. The Moses Lake Museum and Art Center celebrates the opening of a new gallery exhibit with music, food, and a visit from Santa. The gallery opens at 5 p.m. and the exhibit runs until 9 p.m. on Friday, November 20th. Admission is free. The Casting Indra's Net exhibit focuses on the work of 6 artists. The exhibit features 360 pieces of artwork, all 4 inches by 4 inches. Light refreshments include beverage service by Camas Cove Cellars. Connie Soleska performs on the hammered dulcimer along with the Longview Elementary School Choir. Santa makes an appearance for children from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. with photos from Santa costing $5. Proceeds go to Moses Lake Business Association. In Northwest news, they are far away from their homes, but a French community in Washington are sending out their support for those in Paris hit by Friday's terrorist attacks. Cairo's Debbie Horn has a story.
They gathered at this Belltown bakery whose name took on special significance on this day after the deadly night before in their beloved Paris. These Puget Sound residents from France united in grief and horror while feeling so very far from home.
We're 5,000 miles from Paris, but our family is here. I got my dad this morning. He's still in total shock. One of my friends lives one street ahead from one of the attacks. She was locked in her apartment.
Olivier Fontana, president of an organization for French expatriates, organized the gathering.
When things like this come into place, we're like a family that fights all the time. We just want to be together on the Thanksgiving table.
He stood alongside Seattle Mayor Ed Murray, who told the crowd we are all members of that family.
Today, Seattle says we are all Parisians. And our thoughts and our prayers and any support that we can offer go out to the city of Paris, to the people of France.
Indeed, all over Seattle, businesses, including the Great Wheel, are flying the French colors in solidarity.
There are no immediate threats in Seattle.
Still, Seattle Police Chief Kathleen O'Toole said they are taking no chances.
We've definitely stepped up patrols in and around the city. We're working closely with the honorary consul here of France to ensure that we provide support to them as well. So we'll be taking a close look at all events.
That's going to do it here for us at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.